everybody. So I'm back again. Sorry it took me a little bit longer than I had, promised last time on the video, but I actually got a request on a eyebrow tutorial, and as you can see I have nothing on today, just a little bit of blush and some lipstick, and I curled my lashes just a little bit. With my routine with the eyebrow, it's not very long, at least I don't think it is, because mine, as you can see, are pretty light. I mean, somewhat full but light. So what I like to do is kind of just, outline them a little bit more and then fill them in, and then we will be highlighting with a nude eyeliner, the Rimmel one, which makes them look more defined and more cleaned up, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, and then I'll be showing you as I'm going the stuff that I use, and you don't have to use exactly the same thing, but something similar so you can get somewhat of the same result. Okay, so I start with an angled brush, just like this. This brush is from BHcosmetics. I got it with a packet of other stuff that I had ordered a few months ago, and I use a matte black eyeshadow, which is that one right there. This one, I got it from Walgreens, I'll be honest with you, because I ran out of my MAC one. Just grab a little bit with the angled brush and dip it in there. And then what I like to start doing is just outlining. Let me get this right. Is outlining my brow. I always start on the very bottom. I feel like if I get the bottom done first, it just makes everything a lot easier. And I lightly brush it all the way, and then fill in any gaps that you have. Like so. See how it's starting to look a little bit darker? And I just keep repeating that process until I'm satisfied with how thick and filled in my brows are. And I start working it towards the top, like so. And make sure that your angled brush is always, how do I say, like really flat, and it doesn't have any loose hairs on it, just because the more flat and, skinny the brush is, the better your eyebrows will come out, because you can get, more defined eyebrow with the angled brush that's well taken care of. So continue to do that. And then always when you're coming into this part right here, just make sure that it's not too dark, because that will definitely ruin a natural looking eyebrow. If you go all the way in and it's way too dark, that's it. I mean, that's my opinion anyway. I always like to keep it very light on that area, and then just it kind of goes from light to dark. So I lightly go in there and then continue. And you see how it's coming together. And then when you want to blend, I always go back with one of these disposable just eyebrow brushes or mascara ones, whatever you want to call them. And then I go back in, and then I start filling and brushing and everything, just to kind of blend everything together, like so. And then I have a scar on this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. So then I go back with another angled brush that I have that's more fluffier than the last one that I just showed you, just to kind of blend that in a little bit better here on that area anyway, because of my scar. I decided to jump off of a washer when I was younger, and then I jumped into a broken glass, a door that had a broken glass on it, and it totally sliced my eyebrow in half because I was being really mean to my sister. My mom was coming after me, and then I dipped. I ran and fell on the glass, sliced my eyebrow, and now I have this forever. So it kind of reminds me of that every day when I'm filling it in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was such a bad girl. But I've made it work. I've actually gotten really good at it, so I can cover it up pretty good. Okay, so that one's done. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So I go back in with the skinny brush and then start filling that in. So I'm just going to grab a little bit with my fluffier brush now and just kind of fill in anything that I didn't get with the skinny one. And a big like tip as far as eyebrows is concerned, do not over pluck your eyebrows. I think that's the biggest mistake girls make, and then they want these full beautiful eyebrows just by filling them in, and it's just not gonna happen. Just, you know, lay low on the plucking and the waxing or threading or whatever it is that you do, and just have them keep them nice and thick. Every time I go and get my eyebrows started, I tell the lady, and I make sure she understands, do not make them any thinner than what they are. I just need you to clean them up, and that's it. I'll make it really simple for them and for myself. I just don't want them to do any kind of over plucking or anything like that, because that just, you know, really ruins the whole eyebrow, and then it's a mess. So since we're done now, fill them in, and to me they look pretty even right now. Okay, I go back in with this nude Rimmel eyeliner, and then just right under my brow, I don't know if you guys can see that. I draw a line like I explained earlier I would do if I were using concealer. So I'm just drawing a line right under the eyebrow like that, and then I grab my little finger and just rub it in, just to kind of not have such a harsh line right under the brow. And then I bring it all the way in to the bottom, and then rub it in. And do the same with the other. And just blend it in. And then if you have to come back and brush it out, you can go ahead and do that. Alright. So those are the eyebrows.